at an AI conference that we're not allowed into. I'm allowed into it, but can you believe it? They're not allowing Anton to shoot any content inside unless I use it selfie style and promote it for myself. Like, I mean, he's trying to get whatever shot that he can before they come get him. I have a feeling they're going to come get him. So now I'm a little bit bitter, and we're going to talk about how not only they kicked us out, but how AI can actually help you in your public adjusting firm, in your business, and on your insurance claims. Let's talk about it now in 3, 2, 1. What's up, advocates? Welcome back to a special edition of the Commercial Claims Show, where I am out here in front of an AI conference that I'm attending over the weekend, learning about AI and how it could be implemented really into the business. The reason why we're shooting it from out here and not from inside, and the reason why we don't have the opportunity to actually interview anyone, is because I brought Anton with me to shoot a nice professional video for you guys for the YouTube show. But guess what? They didn't allow him in. If you could believe that, they didn't allow another camera person in to actually help promote what they've got going on. So I'm a little pissed off about that, but that's okay. I'd rather get into the more important subject, which is about artificial intelligence in insurance claims. But before I get into it, make sure you guys subscribe, guys. We want you to subscribe. We want you to share this stuff. I'm trying to provide to you as much information as possible. I'm trying to bring professional camera crews out here. And the more you support, the more you subscribe, the more you share, the better content we're going to be able to provide you. So make sure you do that, please. Let's get into it. So I want to basically share with you guys 6 different things that we're doing with artificial intelligence, 3 of which we're actually implementing already, 3 of which I actually would like to implement and have heard it actually worked and can be implemented. So let's try to get right to it. Number one thing that we're doing with AI is really helping out with our SOPs. Okay, SOPs for me has been always something that's very, very difficult to put together. It really is not just a process. I always talk about processes. We have processes in our company. We have a way that the claims flow. We have a process in our administration. We have an onboarding process. We have a desk adjusting and insurance claim process. We've got a check process. We've got all kinds of process, but not actually standard operating procedures. And what I learned not too long ago is that those are different. SOPs are really just a direct instructions on where to go when you click here, on where to go from when you click there, you go here, and when you go there, here are your 2 options. Like, it's really direct instructions as to where to go in the CRM, in your email, in whatever process that you're doing. And let me tell you something, we are now creating SOPs for every department, every single role through ChatGPT, and it has come out amazing because it gives you the format that one needs instructional wise to really help anybody else that's coming on board. And you just have to prompt it. It's all about the prompts, guys. Really, the prompt that you give it with the more detail about what you do, what your company does, and everything about it, it will give you the SOPs that you're looking for. We've got our office SOP, we've got our admin SOP, we've got our onboarding SOP, and we've got our claims process SOP, and it is freaking killer. We're still building them as we go. If you become part of Advocates Academy, which we're going to be launching in March, we're probably going to share some of that stuff with you. So you might not want to miss out on that. Number 2, you guys are going to like this one. This one I just found out about not too long ago. Estimate comparison. You could basically take an estimate from the insurance company, upload that into the AI, take the estimate that you put together, upload that into the AI, and tell the AI to review each estimate, compare each estimate, and tell you the differences between each estimate. What are the differences in line items, and what are the differences in those prices? How much time will that save you? Because if you're anything like me, you take a look at one estimate, you have 2 screens up, right? I know one of our adjusters likes to actually put everything into an Excel spreadsheet of all of the differences so she could see it right in front of her. But me, I would always just have 2 of them up, and I'd go down the estimate, I'd compare the 2, and I'd write everything down, all the differences, to help come up with my arguments and help come up with my negotiation. But what if you could just do that by uploading it into the AI, and it spits out the differences for you? It's just a time-saving thing that's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of stress. Which leads me to number 3, okay? Most of you guys probably use this already. As I talk to a lot of adjusters and different people, they already use it. But your letters, your emails, like, explain to the ChatGPT or to whatever AI that you're using what the insurance claim is about, what it is that the insurance adjuster or the insurance company is trying to do, how long it's been since they've responded, what it is your disagreements are. Give it that prompt as best as you can and ask you to spit you a letter, a nice professional letter, really putting the pressure on the insurance company to actually pay the claim. Really great way, also very time saving so that you don't have to come up with the whole thing yourself. Everybody needs an attorney on their side. So whether you're a public adjuster, a contractor, or anyone else in the insurance claims business, make sure that you have an attorney that you could rely on, that you can go to for questions whenever you need it. That guy for me for the last 12 years has been David Farber. David Farber is the owner of the Farber Law Firm, and he has been there for me from the beginning of my career until now. And I would love for him to be able to help you as well. So make sure you call him at this number here and visit his website so you can learn more about the amazing David Farber of the Farber Law Firm. All right, so those are the three that we're actually using at Elite Resolutions. Let me tell you about the three that I would like to use. Number one, policyholder communication. All right, so AI has very advanced style chat boxes. Okay, why is this great? Because that AI is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if a policyholder is wondering what's going on with their claim and wants to know the status of their claim, apparently, I don't know yet, I am looking into it, if you could connect it to your CRM and you could connect it to that actual claim and they could actually read the life of that claim, the last status and everything that's been going on, it could learn about the insurance claim and give the policyholder the proper follow-up and information that they're asking for in regards to the status of that claim. That doesn't just solve the problem of giving the client the information 24 hours a day. That doesn't just solve the problem of 100% customer satisfaction and being there for your client whenever you can. It really solves a problem of not having to blow up your phone and ask you for those status updates when you know that you see that caller ID and you know that you see that name of that client and you know you don't want to answer it, but you answer it anyway because that's what you do. Imagine if AI can take care of that for you. That would be amazing. Additional living expenses is one of the most difficult parts of an insurance claim. And the reason is it's very high pressure. And as a public adjuster or contractor, you're already dealing with the negotiating of the build back process. You don't want to have to deal with ALE as well. Black Diamond Housing Services does all of that. They don't even charge the client. They bill it directly to the insurance company. It's all covered under the ALE coverage. So you need to call Black Diamond if you have a house that has been severely lost, whether it's like severe mold, severe water, fire, or anything like that, where they need a place to stay. Call Black Diamond Housing Services and they'll be able to take care of your client from beginning to end. Number two that I have not tried, but I would like to try, policy review. So you should be able to upload an entire policy and have it reviewed. Now, you can't just say, review this policy for me, because again, you're not giving it the correct prompt. You want to make sure that you get it, that the AI understands what it is that it's looking for. So if I were you, I would basically explain the claim. Explain everything that's been going on with the claim. The date of loss, the cause of loss, where the damage is, how severe the damage is, if a plumber has been called, when that plumber was called out. Give them all the dates. Give the AI as much information as possible. And then ask it sort of what you're looking for. I want to know if there's a water damage cap. I want to know if this is an ACV, RCV policy. I want to know if there's any kind of exclusions that could detriment us in actually getting paid for this claim based on the information that I've given you. I want to know if there's any language in the policy that will actually help the argument I'm trying to make, which is a sudden and accidental event caused by a plumbing line on this specific date. Be specific with it. Again, I haven't tried it, but it makes total sense that it could just review the entire policy. You can give it everything you're giving and then ask it the correct question as to what it is that you're looking for and you want it to find from that insurance policy. The last thing, which I think is kind of cool, but very futuristic, really I don't think it's if we're close to it yet, but what if the AI could actually negotiate for you? Apparently there are already AIs that exist that could actually negotiate something for you against other AIs. So if it starts to learn your negotiation style, if it starts to see a trend in regards to how you're settling your claims and what you're settling your claims for, like there's an old thing where a lot, which is not necessarily true, but public adjusters will try to settle for say 80-90% of the estimate. If it starts to see a trend that you go down a little bit on your estimate and it always seems to be around the same amount, what if in the future that AI could actually take an estimate and just make an offer? Now, obviously, it's not that simple because there has to be facts and there has to be different things that go behind it. So I don't know how far away we are from that. But when I did an AI search and asked it for some of the things that AI can do in insurance claims, one of the things was negotiation. And I thought that was interesting. But it was mainly negotiation against other AI for the insurance company. So it would be kind of cool, though, because, you know, negotiations could be a little stressful. And again, if you can save some time to go ahead and sign more claims and get more work, that's only going to benefit you. So I had been looking for an accountant for years, and I was unable to find anybody that I liked, that I worked with, and was able to do what I needed to be done to my taxes and to my accountant. Jeremy David at Noble Wealth has been a godsend to me, my family, and my company. We have saved so much money in taxes I can't even begin to describe, and he knows what he's doing. You need to call Jeremy at Noble Wealth and get yourself the right accountant, because he's the man who's going to help you save on taxes. Because ultimately, you don't want to be making money, especially if you're self-employed, and having it all go to the IRS. Call Jeremy, call Noble Wealth, and they will help you tremendously with the entire accounting process and your tax situation from A to Z. That's it, guys. We're out here. As you can see, this beautiful AI conference that we can't get into, right? I mean, I'm going to go back in and I'll probably hopefully learn a little bit something. I didn't really learn that much, to be completely honest, and all they did was just throw more chat GPT stuff at me, which I already knew. And like I said, I'm a little bit bitter because they didn't let our camera guy Anton in, but that's okay. We're here. I still wanted to have this video with you, just to explain some of the different ways that we're using AI and some of the different ways I want to use AI. Comment below. I really want to know if there's other ways that you use AI to actually help your business and help your claims adjusting. I want to know as much as possible. And if you agree or disagree with anything that I've said, comment below. Let's start a conversation. I want to know as much as there is, because AI is the future, guys. I really think that the future is here and it's going to be going for a long time. So get ready. If you're not on board now, you're going to be late. So get on board immediately. All right, guys, make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you have to make sure that you get into the, oh my goodness, they're getting after him. Holy crap, I think they're going to get him. Guys, just make sure that you share as much as you can. The more that you share, the more that you comment, the more that you subscribe, the more that you let everybody know, the better content that we can come out for you, and the more money, hopefully, that we can generate to bail Anton out of jail after the AI people catch him. Because the last thing you want is the AI to catch you, because, oh man, they're going to get you real fast.